Have you ever wondered how one man, once known best for saying "you're fired" on reality TV, became one of the most polarizing figures in modern American politics? What if we told you that the journey of Donald Trump's 4 years in the White House was like a political roller coaster with loops, sudden drops, and moments that took the world by surprise? Today, we're diving deep into the 4 years of Donald Trump's presidency, a term that changed the course of American history, from his shock election win to an unprecedented impeachment, and everything in between. We're covering the highs, the lows, and all the moments that made us pause and ask, what just happened? It all began in the summer of 2015. Trump's announcement to run for president was met with skepticism, amusement, and intrigue. Some thought it was a publicity stunt, but his campaign took off like wildfire. Fast forward to November 8, 2016. Against all odds, Donald J. Trump became the 45th President of the United States. His slogan, "Make America Great Again," resonated with millions, capturing the votes of those who felt left behind by the political establishment. January 20, 2017, Trump's inauguration marked the beginning of a new era. His inaugural address was unconventional, much like the man himself. He spoke of American carnage and vowed to put America first, signaling a shift in both domestic and foreign policies. The world watched, and so began the Trump administration, with a promise to drain the swamp and challenge the status quo. The first year of Trump's presidency was a whirlwind of executive orders, tweets, and controversy, from the travel ban targeting predominantly Muslim countries to the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Agreement. Trump made it clear he was a president unlike any other. His communication style was equally unorthodox, direct, often brash, and delivered through Twitter. He bypassed traditional media, speaking directly to the American people and often igniting a firestorm in the process. On the global stage, Trump's presidency was marked by a series of firsts. He became the first sitting US president to meet with a North Korean leader, as his summits with Kim Jong-un made headlines. He confronted NATO allies over defense spending and shocked the world by moving the US Embassy in Israel to Jerusalem. Trump's America First policy was not just a slogan, it became the cornerstone of his foreign policy, leading to strained relations with traditional allies and unpredictable negotiations with our domestically. Trump's economic policies were a mixed bag. His administration passed a significant tax cut bill, which he touted as the biggest in history. The stock market soared, unemployment dropped, and supporters pointed to these as proof of Trump's economic prowess. Yet, critics argued that the tax cuts disproportionately benefited the wealthy and increased the national deficit. Meanwhile, his trade war with China led to uncertainty and unease in global markets. Another lasting impact of Trump's presidency was on the judiciary, with the appointments of Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett. Trump solidified a conservative majority in the Supreme Court that could shape American law for decades. These appointments were hailed as victories by conservatives, but sparked fierce opposition and concern from liberals. The Trump presidency also laid bare America's deep social and racial divides. His response to the violent clashes in Charlottesville in 2017, where he infamously said there were very fine people on both sides, was widely criticized. The murder of George Floyd in 2020 ignited nationwide protests against racial injustice, and Trump's handling of these protests, including his use of federal troops, was seen as a defining moment of his presidency. As Trump's term drew to a close, the nation faced unprecedented challenges: a global pandemic, economic uncertainty, and a contentious election. Trump's refusal to accept the 2020 election results culminated in the storming of the US Capitol on January 6, 2021, an event that shocked the world and led to his second impeachment. Trump's claims of a stolen election and the Capitol riot marked one of the most turbulent transitions of power in American history. On January 20, 2021, Joe Biden took the oath of office, and Trump became the first president in over 150 years to skip his successor's inauguration. As Trump's helicopter lifted off from the White House lawn. He left behind a nation deeply divided and a legacy that continues to stir debates. 4 years of Donald Trump's presidency were nothing short of transformative. Whether you view him as a disruptor who shook up the system or as a divisive figure who polarized a nation, there's no denying his impact on America and the world. Love him or hate him, Trump's presidency will be analyzed, debated, and remembered for years to come.